In The Assault on Reason, Al Gore states that he is not alone in feeling that something has fundamentally gone wrong. However, instead of sitting around and allowing things to be wrong, Al Gore is an activist. Al Gore actively tries to change what he feels are problems in the world. Specifically, Al Gore focuses on the environment and environmental problems. Al Gore is an environmental advocate in 3 ways. Al Gore advocated the environment as a senator, Al Gore advocates the environment as a writer, and Al Gore advocates the environment as an activist. Al Gore served as a senator in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s until he became vice president. During his time as senator, he was very active on environmental issues and concerns. Specifically, in the 1970s, Gore hosted the first congressional hearings on global climate change, at a time when global climate change was practically unheard of. In the 1980s, Gore continued speaking on the issue of the environment, made many visits around to see environmental conditions, and really tried to promote awareness. In 1993, while vice president, Gore worked with President Bill Clinton to write the Climate Change Action Plan as a continuation of his work as a senator. While still a senator, Al Gore wrote Earth in the Balance, which reached the New York Times bestseller list and was the first time an active senator wrote a book that reached the New York Times bestseller list since Kennedy. Secondly, Gore advocates the environment as a writer. Al Gore's most famous work was An Inconvenient Truth, which he published as both a book and a documentary. The documentary went on to win 2 Academy Awards and is the top grossing documentary of all time. An Inconvenient Truth, while probably not as widely read as the documentary is seen, is still very well known. If Gore hadn't written An Inconvenient Truth, we wouldn't have the documentary. Both are parodied in popular culture, and both are widely referenced in academic circles. An Inconvenient Truth has a wide-reaching scope and really helped bring light to the global climate change crisis. In addition, in his book, The Assault on Reason, Al Gore states that environmentalism is not a political issue. It's not a moral issue. It affects the survival of humankind. It's not an issue of left versus right. It's an issue of right versus wrong. It is wrong to destroy the habitability of our planet. Through his writings, Al Gore has raised awareness of the environment. Through works like An Inconvenient Truth, Earth in the Balance, and The Assault on Reason, Al Gore is using the written word to try to reach the public, to try to tell the public that global climate change exists, and there's things that we can do to help prevent global climate change. There's things we can do to slow the process. We can't just sit by and let global climate change happen. We need to be active. We need to be out there. We need to be doing our best. And Al Gore is continually writing and continually publishing, if not books, then guest articles, op-eds. Al Gore is getting the written word out there for the public because he's an activist. So third, Gore advocates the environment as an activist. Gore recently announced the creation of his Climate Reality Project, which is a subset of his Climate Project. On September 14th, for 24 hours, Gore and his crew will be presenting in each of the 24 time zones about climate change and what people can do to help slow or prevent global climate change. If Gore wasn't an activist, he wouldn't be using new technology, or I shouldn't say new, I should say recent technology, such as the internet, to reach people. Gore is constantly changing and shifting and trying to reach more and more people and different crowds of people. In addition, in a 2010 New York Times op-ed, Gore combated the people who said that global climate change wasn't real. He said it would be an enormous relief if it wasn't. Unfortunately, the reality of the danger we are all facing has not changed by the discovery of at least 2 mistakes in thousands of pages of careful scientific work that's been done. Gore is actively getting out there and actively reaching the people and actively supporting the environment because Gore is an activist. So in conclusion, in the words of Al Gore, we're at a true fork in the road. And in order to take the right path, we need to make the right choices. Protecting the environment is an environmental issue, and one that faces all of us today. To protect the environment is to protect humanity. And Al Gore definitely is out there to protect humanity. Al Gore is an environmental advocate. He advocated the environment as a senator. He advocates the environment as a writer. And he advocates the environment as an activist. Thank you.